Hey guys, Jamstrap here, and welcome back to another Which Army Should I Play video. And in this one, as you can see, I'm going to be going over the ASTRA Militarum, or the Imperial Guard as they used to be known. And just a heads up straight out of the gate, I'm not the most knowledgeable about these dudes, but as always, don't really go over like tournament kind of hardcore playing. I just go over aesthetics, what the army's about, what you're going to be looking at on the tabletop, that kind of stuff, the fun stuff. And it's pretty fitting to make this video now because GW has been releasing quite a few like limited edition and cool like Catachan dudes, like the Colonel they've just renounced as well. So yeah, let's get straight into it, talking about the aesthetics. What does the army look like? What's the theme of the army? And as you can probably tell, it's all about tanks and troops. These guys are the closest you're going to get to your kind of normal military like we have in our age now, which I guess can like attract a lot of like historical kind of people to play 40k. And I know a lot of people might think like, why you want to play like this science fantasy kind of thing and just play normal dudes, because that can be like a deterrent, like, you know, they're just normal dudes when you've got like orcs and Eldar and all that kind of stuff. But it's actually, for me, one of the coolest things about them, because you've got all these crazy things like demons and chaos and giant bugs and all that kind of stuff and magic and whatever, and then you just got a standard dude with a gun, just a rifle, maybe a bayonet, and Bob's your uncle, he's ready to go. I mean, yeah, imagine facing down a giant like Bloodthirster or something like that with just these guys. So when you think about it like that, it's actually a pretty cool army to play. I mean, they also get a lot of variety, as you can probably see. I always like the Ogrins over here. These dudes are awesome. Lehman Russ, I should say. I've always wanted one of them, maybe for my Gene Stealer cults. Yeah, so if you're a lover of tanks, this is definitely the army for you. They have countless numbers of different variants and stuff like that. All super cool. Yeah, Doomhammer, that's a nice looking one over there. I'm not personally a tank kind of dude, but I can even say these are some awesome looking minis. Or even though they are kind of pricey. Although I do quite like this Star Collecting box. This is quite nice. These are the Scions or something like that. I'm not too sure on what these guys are in the lore. Are they more of like the elite troops to the standard Imperial Guard dudes? Yeah, these guys are a bit more like sci-fi looking, and they are quite cool. That's a weird looking vehicle as well, but yeah, quite dig it. Really like that guy as well. It looks like it'd be quite fun to kit bash. So yeah, there's basically two kind of, well no, I should say three play styles for ASTRA Militarum. One is going purely tanks, just tanks everywhere. Second is going heavy on the troops, so you just got bodies everywhere. And obviously the third is a mix of both, which is obviously depending on if you really love tanks or not, but I think a mix is probably the most fun way to go. So yeah, as you can see, I'm slowly scrolling down here and there's just crazy amounts of options. And without surprise, their play style is obviously very shooty. So either if you go tanks, so you got loads of troops on the floor, like a big swarm army of kind of like meat shield kind of dudes, no matter what you play, you're pretty much going to be going shooty. And they're probably one of the most versatile and best armies in the game, because you can have so many troops or tanks. Something's going to be pretty decent in this list. And obviously you can ally in quite a lot of things. You can easily fit in Space Marines with these dudes, or any of the Imperium armies, or even Gene Stealer cults, whatever. So they're very easy to spread out from as well. Let's have a look at, yeah, Commissar Yarrick. This dude's awesome. So if you know the lore, he ripped off an orc's arm, well, his little choppy thing. Well, he got his arm severed off first, I think. Yeah, I just had to go check up on my lore to make sure I'm not spouting out nonsense. So Yarrick got his arm chopped off. Then he went ahead and killed the orc war boss and took his power claw for his own. I mean, for a normal human being to do that, that's pretty badass. So yeah, I mean, it'd be nice if you got an update, but I don't know if you will. Still, that's a cool model. Cool story as well. I think what you'll find with the Imperial Guard is a lot of the leaders and HQs and stuff all have pretty awesome stories, because I know they're quite heavily influenced by like 80s, 90s like action heroes, you know what I mean? That's basically Arnie and Sylvester Stallone combined into one right there. I mean, this is an awesome one. I mean, it's called Sly Marlboro after all. So if that doesn't scream 80s action hero, I don't know what does. I mean, yeah, Sergeant Harker, I actually have this metal miniature, and he's got a pretty cool story as well. I mean, he's a normal dude carrying a giant bolt gun called Payback. You know he's got a good story. Same with Colonel Iron Hand Strachan. That's a badass model. Obviously, you do get some psychers and stuff like that. That's pretty cool, just normal human psychers. Katachan's always cool. Katachans are basically just 80s action heroes that have been like merged into a planet, basically. This dude's sweet. Yeah, snipers. Yeah, I don't know what else to say really. It's just kind of your standard like military that we would see in today's armies in like most countries and stuff like that, obviously with a bit of a twist. But yeah, tanks and dudes. Lore wise, there's not much I can say, because I mean they're just the defense force for planets, so every like I think it's more about the heroes that lead them. The heroes have got certain stories, and obviously you got like Cadia and all that kind of stuff, but it just depends. So we've gone over a bit of like the aesthetics, you know the play style. It's going to be extremely shooty. You just depend if you want to go for tanks, troops, or a mix of both. You can easily spread out to Space Marines or whatever you want to do. So that's basically the lowdown on the army. But let's have a look at how you could get into it. What are your like discount options right now? So you've actually got 2 start collecting boxes. Now I'm no expert, like I said, I don't really know much about them, but like most armies, you're probably going to want to get 3 troops, someone to lead them, and then maybe some fun stuff like a tank. And that's basically what this is. You got your commissar there, which is an awesome model. You got some troops, you got some heavy weapons, and you got a badass tank. So I really like this start collecting set. I've actually thought about getting this for my Gene Stealer Colts, because they can all be used for that army. I could kit bash him up to be some Gene Stealer Colty looking dude. Obviously, if you want to go straight into tanks first, then I'm not sure how you'd go about that exactly. But yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong here. You've got a tank in there, I guess. So yeah, if you want to go, I mean, I'd recommend going a bit more well-rounded to start off with, at least. At least you get the feel. Okay, you got a bit of troops, you got everything. You can kind of specialize as you go along. But that is a perfect box. I would even venture to say you could probably buy that like 2-3 times. Just kit bash him up to be something different. And then obviously I've already shown you this one, and yeah, maybe if you want to go for a bit more of like an elite spec ops kind of troop vibe, then you can grab this box. I think that'd be pretty sweet. I just realized this guy comes with an extra commissar as well. I didn't realize that. They're really trying to move this guy. Or what I would recommend is maybe buying like 2 of them, or even 3 of them, and you can get that for like, a bit more of your elite dudes running around. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this one. Like I said, there's not too much I can say. I'm not an expert. I don't know much about the lore and all that kind of stuff. But to summarize, loads of awesome tanks, cool troops, normal dudes with a rifle and a bayonet versus giant building-sized bugs and demons. And yeah, if you like normal military-looking guys, this is the army for you. And obviously they do have some different stuff like that to spice it up a bit. I just realized something. Doesn't the Voxcast, like GW podcast, their little logo, is it that thing over there? I've never seen that before. That's actually pretty cool. His little Vox chatty boxes. Got a little commissar hat on. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, I do like me some Ogrons. Anyway, I'm just waffling now, so yeah. If you liked the video, then you know what to do. Comment below if I've missed anything, or if you can add some more details for anybody that's interested in this. Because like I said, I don't know if I've missed anything. One thing I should mention as well is you do get different flavors of like your troops. Like over here you get Steel Legion, Cadian, Katachan, all that kind of stuff. But I mean, a lot of those models are really old, and I don't know, hopefully GW will eventually start kind of like revamping the different legions and stuff like that. But once again, I'm going to call it here, and maybe check out my channel if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe, because I release hobby content similar to this every week. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.